Hi everyone, today I'm back with another plan with me, this time with a kit from HarrietWrightDesigns. I'm using this girl with the brunette hair versus the blonde hair, and I'm just showing you all the pages in the kit. I believe this kit must have come out in the winter because it does come with an extra sheet of stickers about things you can do in the winter time, and an extra deco sheet and some headers. And the bottom washi is really pretty. First, I'm doing some white out on the bottom of the page. I usually don't use those areas, so I'm whiting that out. I was whiting out this area because I was gonna separate the two bottom washis because it is split, but then I realized I'm doing the white out wrong because the lines still show through. I realized this mistake later on and I actually do white it out, and I will be showing you how it looks afterwards, but for now just bear with me. I do the same thing on the other side, so while I'm doing that, just let me apologize for my dry hands and my nail polish. I've been trying to do more designs on my nails since I was doing dip powder for a while, but I really missed doing regular nails where I could actually do some more creative designs on it. But I just realized that regular nails, it's really hard to do workouts and work so much with them and for them to stay on for a long period of time, so a lot of it is chipped off. Here's the finished product with the white out. It looks a lot cleaner. Next, I'm starting on my headers and I'm just choosing all of the lighter colors. This week I decided to do the same colors for the week. So the top I'm starting off with a darker color and it's just gonna be a gradient to the bottom. Since there's so many bows going on, I decided this week to just leave foil out of the headers and just keep the bow headers that came with the kit and to use all of them up. Since this was my first week doing a plan with me, I did one for last week for Mother's Day, and I'm going to be doing the whole memory planning on a video, but I realized that doing that I'm forgetting a lot of the things that are happening. I really like planning at the end of the day, so if you guys have any ideas of what you guys would like to see me do, I think choosing a day at the end of the week to do all my plans is going to be kind of hard because I don't like just remembering all of my plans. I'm a very forgetful person, like I've mentioned before, and I really like planning at the end of the day. It's kind of my relaxation time that I have for myself. I would love to do talk through videos as well, but if you guys do have a preference, please let me know down below. I am very slow when I'm doing all these videos, so if I did it in real time, I think it would take a really long time. I'm trying to do sped up versions so you guys don't have to watch me do all of it. But if you guys would prefer me to do a talk through, just let me know down below and I'll try to see if I could make that happen. I'm still finishing up with the headers, but I just wanted to say that I just think this year's been going by so fast. It's already May, and I feel like the end of the school year is going to be gone before I know it. For college, it's already probably done with. Everyone's probably done with their finals, but for us elementary school teachers and kids, we still have a month and a half to go, and it just feels like it's going to zoom by really quick. I knew this year was going to be insane just because there were a lot of changes to our CPS system. I'm a CPS teacher, if you guys didn't know before. I do work in a preschool classroom, and I knew it was going to be crazy because I knew there was a lot of changes coming, but I just didn't know how insane it was going to be. Obviously, nobody knew there was going to be a pandemic that was going on, and back in October, we did have a strike that was going on for a month, I think, and that was insane in and of itself. I thought it was going to last a couple days, but we were out of work for probably about a month, like I said. This time's just so hard for everyone that I hope everyone's doing all right, and I'm telling everyone that's on my team to just do something selfish every day, because even with all the work we have going on and as busy as it is, I think it's important for us to take a time to ourselves for a little bit and to do something selfish, because our work, we're still doing a lot and still being required, a lot of us, and amongst all that, I think it's more important for us to keep a sane peace of mind and have some kind of relaxation and something that we do that's for ourselves only. I miss my kids, I miss my coworkers, and I miss my school and just teaching in front of a class versus a camera. I'm not used to it at all, and it's just a weird new beginning that we're trying to learn and adjust to, and I'm just hoping that everyone's safe. I'm finally finished with the headers, and like I said, I'm not going to be adding any foil to them, so that's just how they're going to look. I'm next moving on to the full boxes. I chose the one with all the words at the top, and I usually fit it onto the second line. The way the Erin Condren formatted her planner this year, some of the dots do show up, which is kind of weird, but if it does bother me, I usually do white out them. If not, then I usually just move on. This week I'm doing the double box on Saturday and Sunday. I don't usually have a particular order for when I do full boxes, especially when there are 2 double boxes. They're just kind of usually random. Since full day extenders have been created, I've been trying to use them more effectively and just trying to use them on days where I have to display more activities that I have during the day. I'm kind of struggling here just because the camera angle is a little bit weird. I'm not used to planning with the camera right on top and not having so much space to look at everything, so bear with me, I'm sorry. This week, like all the other weeks, I don't usually have a rhyme or reason for where I put things. The girl, her hair kind of really stood out, so I just kind of put her right in the middle of the spread just to even the colors out. And the rest I'm just kind of finding random places to put them, to be honest. While I'm putting down the rest of my full boxes, it might take a little bit, so I thought I would talk about the HarrietWrightDesigns kit a little bit more. I love the artwork in this. It's very, very unique and something I don't see a lot of. I love the marble and the really toned down colors of this kit, but then the pops of dark colors as well. Her kit is premium matte, which is my favorite type of paper. I love premium matte. I used to experiment with all different types of paper, but I just love how premium matte feels, and I love when you put foil on top of it, how it just shines overall, and you guys will see that at the end of this. Work's been feeling so busy, so I've just been picking kits that are kind of standing out to me. This one just kind of relaxed me just by looking at it, just from the neutral colors that I was talking about. I used this floral box at the bottom, but you'll see later on that I do some changes with it because the sidebar wasn't really exactly fitting how I wanted it to. Next, I move on to my date covers, and I'm using some foiled dates for the top. I'm waiting it out first just in case it does show up, just because there is some light colors on the bottom of this date cover. If you are a mother, I hope you had a wonderful Mother's Day. I am the mother of a little boy named Milo. He is my fur baby. He is a cockapoo, a half Cocker Spaniel, half poodle. I've had him for about 9.5 years, I want to say. He's turning 10 this year. He's named after Milo Ventimiglia, who's from Gilmore Girls, if you remember him. He was my first childhood crush, and I named Milo after him. It was either going to be Milo or Noah, like Joakim Noah, who is also another crush of mine. He has been loving me staying at home, but I'm honestly pretty worried about when I go back to school and work. His breed tends to have a lot of separation anxiety, and it really goes for him as well. I'm really scared about what's going to happen when I go back to school, because even when I leave the house for a little bit, he does do a lot of crying when I come back home. I'm glad I was able to see my own mother for a little bit during Mother's Day weekend, and that made her and myself really happy. I got to drop off some things to her and didn't get to see her for that long of a period of time, but it was just nice to see her since it's been a while. As always, I'm going to try my best to leave all the shops that I use in the description box. If there's a particular sticker you have a question about, just leave it in a comment below and I'll try to respond to you as soon as I can. Next, I'm moving on to this weekend banner, and I have to try to be really delicate with it. I've been using these tweezers to put them down just for precision, and I'm just trying to find a good place for it. I love this font and how glamorous it looks with this kit. Next, this is a sticker album I have with all my extra washi pieces. I'm using it for the sidebar here. I found some marble pieces that I could use, so I put down a washi strip with that marble piece, and I used a habit tracker on the side. I picked up another one, and then I'm going to be putting down my mute tracking. When I do the sidebar, I try my best to align the stickers on top of a line or underneath the line just to block them out and I don't have to white out as much. I usually don't mind too much if they're not showing out that much either. I saw that I would have some extra space, and I've been enjoying marking how many weeks we've been in quarantine, so I added this half box right in the middle there before I added the meal tracker. I've been using this marble washi, but I ran out, so I cut this one in half just so I would have another strip. When I was trying to put this part down, I realized that the full box would be in the way, which is when I decided that I would have to cut some of it. I'd rather have the meal tracker there, so I put down the marble washi strip and then the meal tracker, and then I figured out how much of the rose full box I would be able to use and just cut off the rest. Kiara was doing a planner throwback tag, and I didn't realize how many planners I have until I started trying to look through all of the tags. and that's going to be my next video coming out. So if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe so that you can see that video. I was going back and forth a little bit here just because I was trying to line up the rose bottom full box with the rest of the washi, and I ended up having to move the marble just so it would fit more properly. I'm still keeping up with my skincare, so I'm using this icon from Piper Paper Company with some skincare on it, as well as this Me Time from Station Stickers, who sadly closed down. These are probably my favorite font stickers with foil on them, and I put this as my habit tracker for this week. The quarantine isn't something I'm exactly celebrating, but since I have an opportunity to add some foil, I added this silver foil balloon to the back of the number 9 just to show that we are in 9 weeks of quarantine so far. And this pink balloon 9 really matched with the kit, so I really like how that turned out. My favorite part of the video is probably adding all the foil. This is another full box that I cut down to fit into that little washi area with the rose. I also start to add some corners to some random boxes, as you'll see. I have these from Cozy Paper Co. And I picked the best box that I would think would fit it, and I thought accenting this bar cart would look cute, so I added them on the corners of that one. I love adding foil to things that are already on the paper, so like these corners, I love adding them to these corners that are already in the full box. I think it adds a very nice effect when you see how the foil shows up. Since there's a lot of gold in this kit, some people might have used gold with this kit, but whenever I get the opportunity to choose foil that's silver, I always choose silver, and I think it just balanced out the kit so much more. I think gold would have been a little bit harsh, but the silver kind of balances out with all the neutral colors that are in this kit. I hope you guys can see the shine of the silver foil on these boxes. It's just so pretty, the effect that silver foil has on premium matte. I think it just balances it off so easily and nicely. I do use glossy kits like the Glam Planner one from last week, but I feel like glossy kits, when you put foil on them, they're kind of fighting with the glossiness, versus the premium matte, it shines. Sadie Stickers is one of my favorite places to buy foil stickers. If you've bought foil stickers from different places like Scribble Prints Co. or GB Sticker Studio, the way people do foil is very different. The texture of the paper and the way the stickers shine with the foil is just very different, but Sadie Stickers, the way she does hers, I think it's just perfection. Simply Watercolor Co., you'll see that I have these bows, I have these hearts from her. There was a period of time when I just bought so many of those stickers as backups. I blame Kiara for this. She started a lot of crazes that I followed, and this was one of the trends that I really liked. And although I love it so much, I just have so many backup sheets that I don't know when I'll ever finish them, if I ever will. Like I said last week, I'm trying to use up all my foil. I think I'm trying to learn to use kits and appreciate them for how they're being sold, and not trying to add as much as I can, but the foil really adds a lot of personality to a kit, and I really like how they turn out. I love adding foil to a girl's hair, so these delicate bows from Sadie Stickers, I added one to her hair and I just thought it looked so pretty. I thought there were still a few empty spots in the spread, so I just took out some more sheets and tried to fit in as much foil as I can, and by the end of this you'll see that it turns out a little bit more differently, but I do add some more foil in some random places wherever I can find them or a place for them. As I was adding the foil, I was noticing the washi banner, the washi on the bottom looked kind of empty, so I was using these random points from the Giving Girl to just add some more foil on the bottom. That's all for now, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll show you guys how the foil looks. I love how it turned out. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!